Hello and welcome back to Bisermo, where English meets real life and real style. Today's lesson is for intermediate English learners. We're going to look at how to give your opinion politely and how to sound natural and confident when you do it. To start, we have a small problem. Gemma loves a design and David does not. Let's watch and listen first.
Hi, David. What do you think of this idea for the new campaign? I think it's exciting and really fresh.
I'm not completely sure. The colours are great, but the layout feels a bit messy to me.
Messy, really? I didn't see it like that.
Well, that's just my first impression. Maybe I need to look at it again.
Okay, I'd like to understand what you mean.
Let's watch a bit of that again. This time, listen carefully to the language David uses to share his opinion politely.
I'm not completely sure. Well, that's just my first impression. Maybe I need to look at it again.
These are strong phrases. David is giving a clear opinion, but he is doing it in a soft, friendly way. First, let's look at how to start an opinion. I think, in my view, to me it seems. We don't only say I think, there are more flexible, more natural ways to introduce an idea. For example, in my view, the design works well. To me, it seems a bit too dark. Now we move one step further. This is where you can start to sound more polite and professional. For example, I'm not completely sure. I might be wrong, but it could be better if. I'm not convinced that. These expressions help you disagree without sounding rude. For example, I might be wrong, but the layout feels confusing. I'm not convinced that the colors match the brand. Finally, let's look at how we give reasons for our opinions, with some connecting phrases. Because, the reason is, the main issue is that, and some examples how we use them. The main issue is that the text is difficult to read. I like the idea because it feels modern. Note that when you explain your opinion, you sound more confident and more professional. Here are 12 natural opinion phrases you can use in work, school, travel, everywhere. I think, in my view, to me it seems, I'm not completely sure, I'm not convinced that. I might be wrong, but personally I feel, from my perspective, the way I see it, the main issue is that, the good thing is, the thing is. And here are some examples of them in use. The way I see it, we need more time. I might be wrong, but the numbers don't look stable yet. Personally, I feel the design needs more energy. I'm not convinced that this version is clear enough. Now it's your turn to speak. Don't worry about being perfect. This is just practice. We are going to do this in 2 short steps. First, you can repeat exactly what you hear. Then, you can change one part to make the sentence your own. Let's start. First, repeat the sentence exactly. Don't change anything yet. In my view, the idea is good. I'm not completely sure about the colors. Personally, I feel it's a little too busy. The main issue is it's confusing. Good. If you missed one, that's fine, just keep going. Now we'll use the same sentences again, but this time I want you to change the opinion at the end. You keep the sentence, you change just one part. For example, in my view, the idea is interesting. Now your turn. In my view, the idea is... Personally, I feel it's... The main issue is that... Well done. That's exactly what you need to be able to do at this level. In the comments, write one opinion using one of the phrases we have used today. For example, personally, I feel, or I'm not convinced that. I'm not convinced that's a good idea. Great job today! Your Bisermo English challenge is simple. Give one opinion in English today, even a small one. Use one of the phrases when talking to someone today. See you next time!